Hi, this is Dave the Guitar Guy, and it's a snowy day today here in Chicago. In fact, we're supposed to make history today with over 2 feet of snow, and it's hitting most of the country, so I'm sure most of you guys are getting it. Anyway, I've always promised to do a lesson on minor chords. I've done major chords already, so today we're going to work on minor chords, okay? The first one being A minor, of course, and I'll give you a good look at the notation. And again, unless you don't remember, each one of these are the frets. Each line across, that's a fret. Okay? And that's the first fret, second fret, third fret. The X's means you don't want to play that string. You don't want to hit it. You don't want to pluck it. You don't want any sound coming from it. The O's are strings you do want to play open. For the A minor, you put your first finger on the second tiniest string, the skinniest string, and there's your second finger and your third finger. So you've gotten a good look at that, and it should look and sound like this. And notice it's just one finger away from playing an A major. There's A major. Take your pinky off and put your first finger 1 fret down, and there's your A minor. A major, A minor. Okay, now it gets a little trickier. Most of the other ones are a little tougher to do. And remember, you can play major and minor chords all the way up the neck of the guitar. You just have to find the notes, figure out what the notes are, and then transpose them to different parts of the guitar. But I'm showing you the first about 5 frets on most of these chords, because that's where you're going to be doing most of your playing, as a beginner anyway. Okay, the next one is B minor, and I forgot to put the X's and O's at the bottom, but you X this one. You don't want to play the fat E string, but you do want to play all the rest of them. And again, if you remember from my major chord lesson, that this right here means you lay your first finger all the way across, and that's what makes it tough. You have to press down really hard, because this one's going to probably buzz on you at first, and that's okay. Once your fingers get stronger, it'll work for you. But anyway, you put your first finger all the way across the second fret, and then basically you're playing that A minor again, the one I just showed you. It's the same finger placement. So you get another good look at that real fast. Pause it if you have to get it. And here's what it should look and sound like. And it's pretty close to a regular B major, because the B major is 1 finger across all of those, and then your second finger across these 3. Okay, so here's your B minor. And if I just slid it down, took my finger off, I'd be playing A minor. So there's B minor. Now, C minor, just slide everything up 1 fret. Now you're on the 3rd fret. And here's what that looks like. C minor. Again, if you need to, you can just pause the video and get a better look at this. But that's C minor. Now D minor is a little bit different. D minor looks like this, and I'll show you how close this is to a D major. Again, notice you don't hit the 2 fattest strings, the E and the A string. You don't want to hit those. You want to start on your D string. It's a D chord. This is a D string, the 3rd fattest string. So you hit those 4. Okay, you got a good look at that? And here's how that sounds. A lot of these minor chords have like a sad sound to them. That's why people put them in the songs. They're like very melancholy or sad kind of sounding. But that's a D minor, And if I were to put this first pinky up 1 fret, but I'm going to switch to my second finger and put my first finger there to play a regular D major. So there's D minor, there's D major. D minor. Okay? The next one's super easy. You guys are going to love me for this. The E minor. E minor, you only need 2 fingers. And we're going to give you guys a break on that first finger laying all the way across. Okay, you put your second finger on the second fret on the second fattest string. Third finger on the third string, second fret. So it looks like that. And this is used a lot in a lot of songs. And it sounds like this. And that one you play every string. Because you're playing an E minor, and this is your E note, and this is an E note. Now if I just add my pinky on, and I'm playing E major. So if you play E major and take your pinky off, now you're playing E minor. And I like to play it with the second and the third finger because it's a lot easier. Okay? So, looking back at it again, if you play an E major and you just slid your fingers all up 1 set of strings, you're playing A minor. So A minor, slide down 1 set of strings is E major, take your first finger off, now you got E minor. And always mess around with chords. You can put a finger on, see what sounds cool. I'm going to put my pinky on the B string, 3rd fret, the second skinniest one. Okay? So I always encourage you to like mess around with it. Same thing with this A minor. If I take this one off, now I'm playing an A7th. Okay? That's A minor. Let's get to F minor real quick. We're running out of time here. F minor looks like that. And again, you want to put your first finger all the way across the very first fret, and then up 2 frets to the 3rd fret, your second and your 3rd finger. So it looks like that, and it's going to sound like this. And you want to hit all the strings. Okay? Now the next one, and last, is G minor. It's the same thing we were just doing with the F minor, but we're just sliding up from the 1st fret to the 3rd fret, playing the exact same thing. So I'm going to count up. 1, 2, 3, G. And this is a G note, by the way. So I'm in G. And if you wanted to play a G major bar chord, all you have to do is take this finger and make your A minor positioning. That's G major. That would be F major. F, G, A, B, C, D, E. Okay? It goes, that's why I usually have 2 dots right here. That's 1 octave higher than playing your open strings. See if I hit, and then I hit up here. It's the same note, just 1 octave higher. Okay? Thank you very much for listening to Dave the Guitar Guy today, and I have a website coming soon, and I hope you all check it out, and I will make sure that you get the address for it. For now, that's about it, so peace out and have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.